Hi. In today's hsbDesign for Revit training session, we're going to take a look at the vent tool in the hsb stick frame ribbon. As you can see in our building here, we have a duct that runs through the outer wall, and we want to create an opening for this duct. So if we switch to the wireframe view, we can see that this duct is running right through this beam. So that's why we also need to split it. In order to do so, we open up the setup of the vent tool by clicking on it. In here, you can get a visual representation of the parameters if you simply click on it. First up, we could set an offset from the alignment. We keep that to 0 and we can set up the alignment so we can align it to the left, to the centre and to the right. We're using centre for now. For the vent shape, we're using a rectangular vent shape. You would also have the option to use a round vent shape. This vent shape can be defined down here, either with the hsbCAD diameter or with the height and the width for the rectangular shape. You can also use the auto dimensions, which we'll use right now. These will override the dimensions down here, and these dimensions are using the dimensions of the duct. You can also activate that the sill and the header should snap to existing studs so that there are no king studs added, but this doesn't make sense in our case because the next stud is way too far apart. Furthermore, you can set up the height to the underside of the top timber, as you can see over here in the visual representation. For the inventory, we're using the aliases, as for all the other tools, so we're using a default beam for the header and sill beam, and for the king studs as well. You also have the option to set up offsets. You can set up these offsets for the sheets for all the single positions, so left, right, top and bottom. You can also set up the tolerances, and you can set them up for the different parameters, for the different dimensions that you can use for the opening. So for the height, for the width, and for the diameter. After clicking OK, you're asked to select the item container, and afterwards you need to select the duct. That one. So, as you can see right now, it has been inserted as a handler. And by selecting this handler, you have the option to generate it again, so we get the construction. Now, as you can see, this added a header and a sill, 2 king studs, and this stud through which the duct ran is now cut. If we switch to the consistent colours, you'll see that also the sheets are cut around this opening construction. I hope this video helped you to better understand the vent tool and how you can use it in your design process. See you for the next video.